Let's get nuts.
Apparently somebody already has been getting nuts with the goddamn slipping of the... What the... Holy shit. Nuts. Look at that. Hey. 28. Wow. That's impressive. Technique colorful. Hey, here to lurk. Take a break from cleaning. Hey, that's all good. But yeah, I step away to fucking refill my coffee for a second and Jamie gets ridiculous. And then somebody else joined in on him. Level 6. Wow. Before we even started. My God, you guys. Talk about making a squirrel feel... Are the captions on? They're supposed to be. They claim they are. Is it spring yet? God, I wish. Yeah, the captions are all fucked. Like, I try. I do my bit on my end. That's all I can tell you, really. So yeah, happy Sunday. What's a shaking, y'all? Of course, Jamie has to. Little demon right there. So you get to be my little demon for once. Figment of my imagination. It is an overactive imagination. Rock doing 7 hours. Too much anxiety just thinking about actually making any progress. How much? What kind of project is it? And is it something that is going to take you a full 7 hours to do? Final project for one of your classes. Ah. Gothic. Too glad I don't have those in my life anymore. That's fair. Up to 600%. Wow. I'm so sorry you have to hear me that loud. Like I'm loud enough as it is. Well, yeah, it's probably the compression rate. They probably, because, you know, the volume goes so fucking high, they compress the piss out of it. At that volume, there's probably very little difference. Just a fuck ton of compression. Which can be a good thing at points. However, when it gets to volume that is that fucking loud, it's gonna run you through Camel Crusher. That'll do it. Does not need to... But he tries there are many plethora of options. Yeah, I do try. You know, I turn it on my end. I always get, within the first couple of minutes of the stream, a reminder to turn them on, right? And it says they are on. Now, as for why the fuck, if they're not working, I don't know what to tell you. Translations. No, I don't do translation. No, it says they're on. It says click to stop captions. So, I don't know. I know who. I mean, if that other site would not have sunset, then I mean, I'm sure I'd probably still be using them. Yeah, the things you learn. This is my live caption. Yes, Frankly. That's right, my middle name is now Frankly. I will allow it. I'll accept that, or something. I guess. Oh, boy. So Sunday. And we got people that need to finish their projects. So, if listening to my voice droning on in the background can help you out, then fantastic. YouTube consistently has captions when you have captions on. are they on right now, though, is my question. I don't think they allow... I don't think YouTube will permit me to put live captions on because of my latency. But, I mean, you know, you can check. Let me take a look here. Let us have a peeky poo. No, it says they're unavailable. And that's because I have a low latency with them. Actually, bubble bath at rest. That sounds like a pretty good Sunday. Nothing wrong with that. One can never know in text. Sorry, confusion with my interface for a second. Anyway, as I get way the fuck off in my distraction here. I'm medicated today, by the way. So if you haven't taken your meds, get some meds in you. Because, yeah, I remembered to take mine today. Which, hey, accomplishment. For the amount of times that I forget to do it and then get reminded to do it by somebody else on stream. And then I have to do it here live, right now, with you guys all watching. I finally got my main living space under control, and I'm moving into my office to purge things and get ready to set back up. Nice. Nice, nice. That's why I'm feeling weird today. Yeah, that'll do it. That's been me up until... Yeah, I hate when that happens, when it's too late in the day to do it. When are you supposed to take them? Well, I mean, I'm supposed to take them when I get up. Now that, of course, is doctors relying on me having a normal human sleep schedule, which I do not. So, 3 days of rain. Oh yeah, no shit. Yeah, that will do it. Yeah, if we had 3 days of rain, I think my body would be hating me at that point, too. First time I've ever managed to establish a housekeeping maintenance routine. Awesome! Well, I'm glad that you have. It's always nice to establish great routines. Some of us really need them. And by some of us, I mean, honestly, all of us. We honestly all do. It's just, you know, ADHD brains hate routines. It's all about spontaneity and impulsivity. Take your morning meds in the afternoon. I take my morning meds when I get up. Whenever that happens to be. Well, shortly after I get up, when I remember to take them. Is probably most accurate. Yeah, morning is a relative term. Yeah. And then I have nighttime ones that I keep forgetting to fucking take. It's actually my pain meds. I'm supposed to take one in the morning and one at night. And I keep forgetting to take my nighttime ones. In it, bruv. Screaming guilt reminders. I have a reminder on my phone. I've got the reminder on my phone. And I just breeze past it. Every time it goes off. Morning for relatives. Fuck that shit. I want no part of mornings. Yeah, generally me too. That was me yesterday. Woke up at 9 a.m. because I could hear the dogs barking. So I got up. I had something to eat and I went the fuck back to bed. 11 a.m. Yep. See, that's my average. That's about my average, is about 11 a.m. 4 people, and I still forget. Yep. Poor PBD. Do you have a daily pill case? I do, right here. I do, but it's not divided into morning and night, right? It's just divided into this on this day. Now, what I could do is I could put an extra one in there for nighttime. And that, actually, why don't I do that? Let's do that right now. Just cause. What do we got? I got 3 days left on this cycle. So let's do that. For the next 3, I will double up on these. The one I have, I always forget to fill up. Yeah, well, I had forgotten to fill this thing up for quite some time, actually. And I think the reason for that is I had it in my work bag, and then I forgot it was even there. Because reasons! So we're not gonna... The I Can't Wake Up app makes you solve problem. Fuck that, nope. Nope. Me getting up is, in my mind, painful enough as it is. Don't make me do problem solving in order to fucking get, in order to get the alarm to shut up. Like a wheel. I thought you were talking about my med case. Because it's a wheel. Snooze 3 times. God, I snooze more times than I want to publicly admit. Between 9 and 5 on weekdays. Yeah. Just blur the alarm the whole time. Be a huge bag of fucking nope. When it stops the alarm each time you touch it. And fades back up when you stop. No, I don't know. And then there's those other ones that obviously I'm not, excuse me, I'm not physically capable of doing, and that's the one that, like, that jumps around and shit, and, like, rolls away from you, and you have to, like, get up out of bed and catch the thing to shut it off. Okay, I'm not doing that. No, that is not happening. Not even a hope. Void. Not a fucking chance. He's added some new tunes to this list. Oh, I've already got this one liked. Alright, never mind. Breaks his ankle and gets a concussion. Yeah, chasing a clock. Yeah, no thank you. Hard fucking pass. That will do. That is not happening. Well, hello! Welcome, welcome. Yeah, way hard pass. That is not happening. There's no way I am going to crawl my crippled ass out of bed to try and chase around an alarm clock. This fucking weather, though, I tell you. You recently discovered the iOS health app? It can be handy. I missed your streams. Well, it's nice to have you back. I can see the Amazon reviews on that now. Yeah. No. Fuck no. So, Thrifted Lace, how have you been? What have you been up to? What's going on? Already have snowstorms? Oh my god. Ew. Just ew. No. Like, we still have a bit of snow because we've been hovering that, you know, during the daytime it hovers somewhere around the freezing mark, and then at nighttime it drops to like minus 12, minus 10 kind of thing, and then back up during the day. Like right now it is minus 1, right? So it kind of skirts that freezing line, and it's been like that for the last couple of weeks. So yeah, we still have snow. Some of it will kind of piss off, and then we'll get a light little dusting, right? And if it stayed like this for the rest of the winter, I'd be okay, right? But I just know that come January, without fucking fail, every year, we, Hey! Bo! That's enough. Fucking foster dogs. Holy shit, that's intense. Give me 1 second, I gotta put this fucking dog out. Hold on. Bear with me 1 second. Alright, now that we got them outside. That is... holy shit. That's a lot of holy shit. I am so sorry to hear about that. That was not the answer that I was expecting. Wow. I don't even have words for that. I really don't. I'm just gonna skirt the topic by saying this. As a father of a young one, that is something that I am absolutely terrified about, especially as a parent of a neurodivergent kid. Now I guess thanks for the segue. Not a planned topic at all. Okay, so obviously with us having the spicy brains, very, very high chance with it being genetic, we're going to pass it on to our kids, right? So out of my 3 kids, all 3 have something, right? But as a parent of an autistic, that is something that I am fucking terrified of. I'm absolutely terrified of something like that, right? Like, especially right now with her being 11 and so impressionable. You know, we try and keep an eye on the stuff that she watches on her phone and watches on YouTube and whatnot. And a lot of it, the vast majority of it is fine. It's just like gaming stuff and people doing anime memes and stuff like that, right? But honestly, that is one of my biggest fears, hands down, is that Jasa is going to inadvertently end up in a position where something bad can happen, right? That absolutely breaks my heart hearing that you have to go through that shit, and I don't have enough words for you. I don't have the proper words for you. But yeah, that's intense. So all my love. I'm so sorry. How was dinner last night? Dinner actually was really good. My wife had decided. Okay, thanks, Jay. Okay. Sorry, the thing popped up. Excuse me. Anyway, my wife is doing a Christmas market. My wife kind of does the markets as a side gig thing. Hi, Lenny. So of course you know that my wife is into like the whole Reiki spirituality, blah 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 blah. So yesterday she did really well at the market and decided that we were going to go out for dinner last night as kind of her little gift, her little treat to the family. And my sister showed up from out of town, so we went for dinner last night. Yeah, and we had a pretty good time. I got my usual. Why? Because the TISM, which is we went to Montana's, so I had kapow. It's a steakhouse for those of you that don't know. I I always find it amusing that Canadian establishments have American names, like Boston Pizza and Montana's. But whatever. Want to make it sound more authentic, I guess. So I had my usual, which is kapow shrimp, which is like a... They do like this... it's like a battered popcorn shrimp, essentially, with this sauce they put on it, like a spicy sauce. Oh, fucking love it. And then I had a little steak and a baked tater and the coleslaw and the beans. But yeah, it was a great time. It was really good. Jace actually had herself, for I think the first time, she did not order off the kids' menu. She decided that she wanted to have a steak with a skewer of shrimp, basically, which they gave her two. So, and she actually did a really good job at it. That's one of the things we keep an eye on with her, is because I think it's because of her meds. They seem to be appetite suppressant. Well, my wife had like a steak and lobster thingy, like their surf and turf. They have a deal going on right now. Like, it's not even summer and they're having a surf and turf deal, but whatever. So the wife had like steak and lobster thingy, and what did my sister have? I can't remember what my sister had. But she also got like these sizzling mushrooms as well. So no, it was actually a really... I always keep away normal stuff. So do I, for the most part. Right? Every now and again, the ADHD will overtake, and I will experiment and, you know, try something new. Posture check and a hydrate. My God. Ooh, I can feel a good crack coming. Or not. That's a little tight right in there. Food is overrated. Yes, but unfortunately, it's a necessity to existence. And one hydrate. But yeah, all in all, it was a really good time. It was good food, and we had a decent time there, and I was very proud of Jasa for ordering off, you know, not off the kids' menu. And she, oh yeah, like I was saying, she typically, I think it's because of her meds. Her side effect is an appetite suppressant, or it seems to be. It reduces her appetite. So in a lot of cases, she will stick to like the exact same thing. And when I cook, I've bitched about this before. When I cook for my wife and I have to cook Jace's kind of separately, because she doesn't do any kind of, you know, I can't season it with anything more than salt, because otherwise it's too spicy. But whenever I do cook something, she usually eats like a quarter of it and then says she's not hungry anymore, right? But we have always allowed her, like her entire life, to do grazing, right? So she will have an apple, and then later on she will have some cucumber, right? She's super, super independent. So she just kind of like eats during the day as she feels hungry, kind of thing, right? So she will come upstairs, take a cucumber out of the fridge, cut herself up a bunch of slices, put it in a bowl, and off she goes, right? If we have like raspberries or strawberries. So it's usually fruit and veg, right? She eats a shit ton of fruit and veg, so we don't really worry about it too much. But yeah, one of the things we try and keep an eye on is how much she actually does eat because of the meds, right? Just catch up on this. I found that I'm safer in more general. I found that the safer I am in general, the more experimental I'm willing to be with food. Sometimes. I can agree with that. Unhealthy relationship with food. I either don't eat or I eat too much, no in between. Typically, I can relate to that. Lately, it has been very much a I don't eat, or at least, you know, down to like once a day kind of thing, which is what I have been lately. I'm only eating once a day, and I know that's not healthy, but that's kind of like my brain's just not attaching to the idea of having to make something when I get up. It's just, it's more of a pain in the ass to do than anything, right? I think about, and Lee and I have both done videos on this before, and it's the amount of fucking steps that it takes in order to create what you're going to eat, right? The number of steps that it's going to take, and it's not just in the case of a fucking, toast and bread. It's not just a case of get up, put the toast, butter the toast, eat the toast. It's not just that. It would be fucking, you have to like track down the utensils, the plates. You got to make sure that things are clean. You got to make sure that there's space for it. You have to get the thing, like every fucking thing is a step, right? So in many cases, it's too many steps. I could have a career for BED. I don't know what BED is. Looks at open bag of pretzel sticks. Once a day, at least keeping up blood sugars is a good number. Doesn't work as a diabetic, but good for non-diabetics. Yeah, I guess. Oh shit! I don't. Oh yeah, you can't really see here. Yeah, I've got a fucking open bag of barbecue chips over here that has been sitting there or that I've been kind of nibbling on for 3 days. I remember breakfast. I like 2 p.m. zero such and shit. If I wake up with Jasa on the days I have to work, and I have to get Jasa up and I have to take her to school, right? So I get her up, I get her breakfast. Oh, okay. Thank you, Angie. And I appreciate the DM on that. Um, but on the days where I have to go to work, hey. So I wake Jace up, I get her upstairs, I feed her breakfast, and I will eat with her, right? So like, I'll get her a bowl of cereal or a waffle or whatever she's having, and then I'll have a bowl of cereal or something like that, right? So on those days, yeah, routine, absolute fucking to the letter routine. On the days where I don't have to work, that means I don't have to get up and I don't have to take her to school and I don't have to take my wife to work. So that means that that routine is gone. What do I had today? A sandwich and a can of Monster. It's better than nothing. But remember, also, when it comes to that, being fed is more important than not being fed. So if your only option is a fucking bag of pretzels versus nothing, being fed is more important than not being fed. So keep that in mind too. But that was a fun little segue. as we drift over into our eating habits. My news is good. Oh, when I had kids at home, since they're gone, I'm useless because Hachi Dad goes to Sparrow Fart most days. Sparrow Fart. Is that a place? I'm sorry. Now I'm just picturing little birds flying along. Tweet 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 poop. Tweet 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 poop. Anyway. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, the ass crack of dawn. Gotcha. Gotcha. I've never ever heard that term before. That's pretty awesome. Some dadding going on there. Well, I mean a little bit. And just because I don't make as many videos as I used to doesn't mean that I'm still not an advocate or trying to do the best for our community. So there. Hobbies having fun with wordplay. I may make them type them out. Cool, do it. We're all about wordplay here. I can feel a sneeze. I got a sneeze sitting right here. I hate that. It's like the worst sensation ever. Well, maybe not the worst, but I mean, it's certainly fucking annoying. I'll give it that much. Anywho, And just because
I just wanted to be a real squirrel.
PolarBearded88 demands that you take a selfie and send it to them.
I need to take a selfie and send it to Polar Bear Dad, do I? All right, hang on. You'll get this one. I'll DM you this one. Where are we here? Where is PBD? Where is he on my list? God damn it. No, not PD. PBD. PBD. There you are. All right. Camera. All right, are you ready? And we'll do it so that we can catch the chat in the background. I have to turn the camera around first, though. There we go. Hey, look at that. There we go. Hey, hey, hey. Ah! Oh, send. There we go. There we go. Enjoy. All right, let me see here. You have to set an unrealistic precedent in the amount of content you create, and then keep up the content release schedule, or you're a failure, or feel like one. Right? Nailed it. Can't recommend eating habits. What would the nuns wear? Much confused. Didn't you block him? I know I did. You like that, huh? In all honesty, this is going to shit. So yeah, I probably need to hear it. Well, that's what we're here for. God damn. The black and white. Menswear is called a habit. Okay, so the connection now. I get it. Very witty. I approve. I do approve. Coffee, that's what I was going to do. Hey, coffee. Oh yeah, and plugged my phone back in since I took it off the charger. Took it off my Boba Fett charger that Dan is all jealous of. But I love it. I've had the thing for 3 years. 2 years? Yeah, 2 years. To get an egg from the mini demon who just got in. Good. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes a parent. That's correct. I will have it one day. You know what? I will see if I can get my wife to tell me where she got it from. And then if I can do that, I'll send you a link. She may have just got it from Amazon, honestly. Making him defend himself on his own account. Fair enough. But yeah, Angie, what you were saying there, though, about the unrealistic schedule, you're right. You are totally fucking right. That's the thing, right? And I know Lee has done a video about it. Lee and I have had conversations about this, right? As I don't want to say bigger, but bigger, I guess. Content creators. Big-ish. Medium-sized. That, you know, there's that. Wow, this goes back to a chat that Dan and I were having last night about expectations. There's Nair. I need not defending. Well, it's nice to see you on your own account. Got rid of a few paragraphs. Still have ways to go. I'm finally making progress. At least do it, Riley. We believe in you. You can do this. You can fucking do this. Come on. I got you back. Anyway, expectations. Yeah, Dan and I were talking about expectations last night when it comes to like content creation and stuff like that, right? Like the expectation of like the algorithm that you're gonna make like fucking you have to stick to a minimum and a schedule and adhere to it, right? I can't do that. Obviously, I can't do it. I have a hell of a time doing that. Once upon a time, I was much better at it, and I tried to be as stringent as I possibly could. But I just can't. And I've kind of learned to give myself grace in that. So many have had the come to Jesus talk with their followers. Look, guys, I started making videos. Can't keep that up. Gonna have to scale back or lose my mind. And that's the thing is, it's not a new thing by any stretch of the imagination. I remember years and years and years and years ago, probably 10 years ago, give or take, when I was watching Philip DeFranco on a more regular basis. I watched him every day, right? And him having talks about other like YouTube creators that like were burning themselves out because they just couldn't keep up with the unrealistic schedule that they had proposed. I can't stay consistent. I never could. Creator McNubbit, just a wee snack. McNubbit? I said McNubbit. You're a rather larger wee snack. But yeah, you know, and I have come to terms with the fact that it wasn't just like a mental burnout or anything. There were many factors, right? The realization that I'm autistic was one of them, you know, and coming to grips with that. And the thing is, that is a much bigger, that's a much bigger deal than I originally thought it was going to be. Nothing longer than Rule Zero, the amount of videos the happy, healthy creators better watch. One, I appreciate you saying that, and two, I wholeheartedly agree with you. Obviously, Rule Zero being our baby, right? You slowly burn out, lose your mind. Like Sniper Wolford, yeah, no, that bitch be cray, okay? That's all I'm saying about that. Fucking insane, that one. And lazy. And fucking lazy. Right? All of her videos now are these reaction videos where she just watches somebody's video, barely says anything, and just goes, you know, makes the canned reaction face. Oh, fuck off. And you have millions of followers? It's because you tried to dabble in porn, that's why. Oh my god, Poet's here. Hi, Poet. When it came pretty much reactions only. Yeah. Well, and drama and all that shit. Anyway, I digress. The point is that, like I said, I've given myself the grace in that I cannot pump out the videos in the number that I used to be able to. I tried to put myself on a schedule of doing longer form ones on Mondays so that I could cut them into smaller clips and then put them up on YouTube, right? So like on my YouTube channel, you'll see that there's the mental break. I gave that a shot, and it's incredibly hard to do. Like, I still have scripts done up for some that I want to do, but it is incredibly hard to keep up, right? With the amount of physical pain that I'm in. But over and above that, like I said, a big part of my slowdown was dealing with the TISM and realizing what that meant and realizing how it affected the entirety of my life and not just my life going forward. Eating TikToks, then repeating the audio word for... Yeah, and then not tagging anybody in them. That's the thing. Who was it who fucking... There was somebody who was doing reaction videos to her reaction videos, but actually tagging the creators in it. I can't remember who that was. I just saw a video on that. Same with the happy healthy creator for streams. I'd rather have less content in short term and get long term benefit to be able to see periodically over many weeks. Yes, I agree with that. I'll be right back. Gotta contact somebody. Yeah. Go to it, Jay. Jack's Films. Thanks. That's who it was. That's right. My comment got eated. Your comment got eated. Much bigger pill to swallow, especially when your entire existence is a lie. Oh, about masking? Yeah. Hachi. I don't know if he wants his photos back or he wants to contact an agent. I can't figure out what he wants to do here, but I mean, either way, it's his choice, right? I'm not going to yuck somebody's yum. It's the same thing with creators going into OnlyFans. Yeah, everybody and their fucking dog is doing it. Good for you, I guess. Not slightly bullying a creator that's hiding in stream. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? If you're a creator and you start to get a little bit of traction and you decide you want to do an OnlyFans or something, power to you. Knock yourself out, right? Make that fucking cash any way you can. The society we live in is bullshit, right? This late stage capitalism and greedflation and the price of everything going through the goddamn roof and the rich just getting richer and the poor getting poorer. If you want to make your bank by doing an OnlyFans or fucking sucking dick at a dumpster behind the alley, whatever. I don't give a shit. Do what you have to do, right? I made tea and actually remember to remove the tea bags after 15 minutes instead of the usual 30. Yeah, last night the VC, Poet had forgotten her, forgot her tea for like, what, half an hour? I bet it was nice and potent though, wasn't it? That's a spicy meatball. But yeah, anyway. Remember, kids, sex work is work. We don't kink shame around here. Just kink question. Yeah, me either, Nair. Me either. Doesn't say totally changing topic today, but it's the start of a week. Got shitloads to do. My brain is combined with my body and just refusing to cooperate. Like, seriously, I need to do the things. That is a fucking mood right there. It's no good. It was just strong. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Told my youngest boy, AFAP, you want to start an OnlyFans? Oh, look, a card that does nothing. I'd fully support them. Just be safe about it. Agreed. Right? So long as, and in my opinion, this applies to so many things. So many things. If what you are doing makes you happy and is not hurting anybody and is among consenting adults, who gives a shit? Gotta play Uber again for my sister. Alright. Have fun, Jamie. Right? If it's not hurting anybody, it's among consenting adults, and you're having fun, who gives a fuck? It's nobody's business. So, like, piss off. I only have the content to spice things. Puts a wrench in my OnlyFans plans. One, didn't need to know that, but I didn't just suggest it out of the lavender scented crystal planner. Anybody? I don't know why I feel the need to clarify that. Middle child, one brought it up as a joke. On a serious note, I'd support you. Yeah. I'm sure that down the road, this may be a conversation that we'd have to have with the little one too. Right? But we have, my wife and I have both told Jasa that we support her in pretty much everything. You know? Obviously, there are going to be lines to that, you know, if she's going to put herself in danger or, you know, potentially harm herself or others, or it's going to have, like, super detrimental effect on her life. Other than that, do what you're going to do. Live your life. If doing OnlyFans, all I say, people, is make sure you're safe. Yep. And you don't give away any clues to where you are. Yep. Get a friend to check stuff like that to keep you safe. That's a good idea. My kitty, I can do what I want with it. I'm a big girl. Damn right. Which we're not going to dive into that whole topic of bodily autonomy because those only bears. So only bears is a go. Do it. Do it. You'll find them on onlybears.com. Which reminds me, onlysquirrel.com takes you directly to my Patreon. So, oh, and yeah, speaking of which, thanks for the segue. You told should. Yeah, well, I mean, I bought Only Squirrel for that purpose. Never mind trying to talk spicy. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Tech. I get my nuts back in my wife's purse. That's up to your wife. I'm not going to speak for your wife. But anyway, thanks for the segue. OnlySquirrel.com. Yes, it does go directly to the Patreon. However, SquirrelDad.com goes directly to my fourth wall, which I have set up the memberships, which are exactly the same as patrons on Patreon. You get all of the same shit. So, which means on Friday, when the album drops, my trance album, under the name Taylor Drive, the album is called Dreams and Echoes, goes live this Friday. If you are a top tier patron, or a top tier, they would be first class patron, or a first class member on Fourth Wall, you get a digital copy of the album. So, if you've wanted to check out Patreon, might I suggest maybe checking out the membership on Fourth Wall, because until the end of the year, your first month is 25% off. Why? Why the fuck not? Also, speaking of the merch shop, since we're doing these shameless self-promotion, everything there is 10% off right now. As it says right here, use the code SquirrelMist, and everything is 10% off. Yes, thank you, Shoes. As a member on Fourth Wall, everybody on Patreon gets a discount for every tier, as well as the members. And if you're a member and you buy anything at the shop, the discount automatically applies. So there you go. There's my shameless self-promotion. Fuck, I hate doing that. God, I can't believe the album's going to be here in like, what, 5 days? Jesus Christ. My third album of the year. It's not a big one this time. It's 9 tracks. 5 long, 4 short. Or no. 6 long, 3 short is what it is. Give yourself a demon jersey and support the winning sportball team. Self-promotion is important to pay the bills. I agree. It absolutely is. Stock of money just reminds me of $420 for the government. I'm short of my paycheck. Who wants to have a fundraiser for me? Angie fundraiser. Let's go. That's right. Yes, if you're watching on YouTube, please like the video. Get the likes on that video for me, will you? Thanks, appreciate. Get yourself a demon jersey. Yes, and a demon tea party mug. In fairness, though, the one I'm going to get for myself is the... not only am I going to get myself 2 of the jerseys, at least 2 of the jerseys, minimum. I'm also getting myself the tour shirt, because I love that. I am getting myself the Drink Your Water, Take Your Meds, Be Kind to Yourself shirt. I will probably get that in blue, because blue is my favorite color. The DJ Nutsy mug. Those are the 5 things that I'm absolutely going to get for myself right away here. The Christmas sweater. I got to get myself the Christmas sweater. Even if I don't get a chance to wear it this year, I want that fucking Christmas sweater. So I'm going to get that, even if it's for like next year or whatever. Actually, I'm going to keep going on that topic in just a second. Funny thing happened the other day. I ended up saying back in my day an accident and turned into Harold's wife or sister. We fucking no shit. You can be my sister, Bertha. Or, I don't know. We'll pick a name for you. Joke is not a joke. Way a little saved up maybe to cover the bills. I called him. I think we're gonna full check next month. If we don't, we're screwed. I got my full just about full disability this month. So, unlike last month where they shorted me $900. Want to get the jerseys and T-shirts? Me too. Mom says, go to the merch store. Nut up or shut up. So this is what Dan and I were talking about last night. Okay. Was that we were talking about the expectations of some creators when it comes to stuff like that, right? And how I was saying that for the vast majority, all of the merch that I make for me, right? Like as an artist, as a graphic designer, right? You know, I have a diploma in digital media production, right? So that's my thing. So as a designer, I make this shit for me. I make it for my amusement and my enjoyment, honestly. And if anybody else wants to get it, fucking great, right? But if it's the same thing. I say the same thing to you about subscriptions on Twitch, about being a patron, about donations for anything. If you can do it, great. If you can't, I don't care, right? I love you regardless. It doesn't matter. But when it comes to merch, I make that shit for me. That's my amusement, right? I love doing it. So, like, the fact that anybody wants to get any of it, awesome. I'm never going to fucking I'm never going to hammer down, go get my stuff. I'm not going to shit on anybody for not fucking subscribing or donating or buying merch or whatever. There have been a couple times that, okay, the Squirrel Rave stuff. I remember Zaz wanted me to make a pair of leggings out of it, or a shirt. What was it? Zaz wanted a desktop background, a shirt, and a pair of leggings out of it. So I made those, right? If Zaz never bought them, I wouldn't care. I honestly wouldn't care, right? I think Chaos asked me to make a mouse pad once, so I did that. There have been people that have asked me to make specific things, and I made them, and if they don't buy them, okay, great, whatever, I don't care. Right? To me, it's another artistic endeavor. But it's that expectation that some creators have of, I made this, you need to get it. And it's unrealistic, it is selfish, and it's bullshit. That is my 2 cents. I haven't looked at the sizing of stuff yet. You mentioned the jerseys. The jerseys go up to a 6X. You know what I love about those jerseys? The price remains the same regardless what size you get. So they go from a 2X small to a 6X large, and it's the same fucking price across the board. I love that. Your Christmas sweater should be delivered tomorrow. That's awesome. Love the idea of ugly Christmas jumpers. About 30. Yeah. You know what I should do for you Aussies? I should just make an ugly Christmas t-shirt. I should just take that design and just slap it on a t-shirt for you guys, so you can enjoy it in the middle of the summer. I did not expect the Demon Keeney to sell, right? And also, yeah, that's why we have suggest. That's right. If anybody wants to suggest I make something, fill that out. I used to like a streamer, and then he became all about his merch and pushing various things. Cost some money. Became 10% of his stream. That's a little ridiculous. That's a bit excessive. Like, I'll try and plug it every now and again when I think about it. But I mean, other than that, yeah, I make a few bucks off it, but I don't know. I think it's just my mindset when it comes to the community, right? I'm not the kind of guy that's just gonna grab you guys by the neck and try and wring every penny out of you. I think that's bullshit. That's not how you run a good community. Being aside from yes, t-shirt, please. Here, you know what? Let me just put that on my list. The ugly Christmas t-shirt for Aussies. I will do that just for you. Probably after the stream today. Yeah, literally a few bucks. Literally. Yeah, my markup is not that much. And then especially if people are using discount codes. It's very minimal. But whatever, I don't care. Yeah, I need a tour shirt, damn it. That's fair. Jamie shared a little love with shoes. Awesome. Large sizes are exciting for us because we will get more stuff. Yeah. Well, like I said, okay, so I used to only have the jerseys over on the Streamlabs shop, right? Because at the time, Fourth Wall, who they got their all over print stuff from was, I believe, Shoes, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was $10 more. Like, my cost was $10 more than it was on Streamlabs, which would have meant I would have had to mark it up even more, kind of thing. So that's why I just kept it over on Streamlabs. But then recently, I was going through and I found that they were doing, that they had actual jerseys, right? Like t-shirt style jerseys, all over print. And the cost was pretty good. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to move everything over here. And then that's when I did a slight redesign to all of the jerseys and said, fuck it, we'll do it over here. But the fact that they come in such a wide array of sizes and that the cost doesn't change. It blew my mind. 2, it made me super excited. And 3, it made me want to get back on designing the jerseys again. So I do have the basement octopods I'm working on, as well as the rainbow unicorn mermaids that I'm working on. So those will come in time when I can get to them. No, Jay, there's no price difference. It's all exactly the same, from a 2 extra small to a 6X large. Same fucking price. So I was like, that's beautiful. I know, right? Because normally, if you pick anything above a 2X, then the price goes up by like, $2, $3, $5. Oh, it's fantastic. It is fantastic. So like, that means that I could probably get Jasa a 2X small, not have to worry about doing a kid size one, right? So you can get them for the fucking kids, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love it so much. So Fourth Wall, I love you. You are amazing. I see that the ad break thingy has come up. So while you guys are doing a battle royale, let us take a moment and have our self-care break. So time to go and get yourself some water or a snack. Stand up, have a stretch, go to the bathroom, check your dishes, do what you need to do. So let's do this little self-care break.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Be back in just a minute.
Are you ready for Sports Ball? Live from the Neurodome tonight, Get ready for some sports ball action as our reigning Golden Acorn champions, the Mighty Meerkats, defend home turf against the undefeated Dark City Demons and the up-and-coming Cajun Corgis.
We're gonna fuck them up.
Team blindfolds and spicy wieners on special during the self-care first quarter break.
Spicy.
Followed by slam poetry after the game.
Slam that poetry.
Don't miss the Scramble at 5, only on WTTS Sports, Channel 80, in HD.
HD.
Now that's sports ball!
I mean, I figure since we're talking about the jerseys, actually, what I want to do is I want to show some of you who haven't seen them yet, because obviously some of you guys haven't seen them yet. Of course, squirreldad.com takes you over to the merch site. Let me show you how impressed I am with these, right? And because you guys are going on about the demons, I'll show you the demons one. Okay, so a slight redesign in them, right? But they're actual jersey style, right? If you look at the neck on them, I'll give you a little, or actually even, I don't know how well you can see it here. I don't know how well that's going to show for you guys, but it's got that, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? It's got, like, you know, the tiny holes so it's more breathable. So if you think about it, proper footy jerseys. Yeah, mesh. Yeah, thank you. Right? Actually, you could actually see it better on one of the other designs. Right? But look at the neck here. Maybe Demons wasn't the best option. Let me see. Let's check out the Meerkats one. Yeah, I redesigned the Meerkats logo. There we go. So not only does this one have a carbon fiber look to it, but you can also kind of see like the mesh in it. And then with the necks, right? So like these are actual, you know, proper jerseys. Doesn't look size for hockey, but great for soccer. Yeah, well, I mean, it's for sports ball, so... And we all know about sports ball. Let me see. Maybe you can see better on the raccoons. Yeah, there we go. You can see it better on this, right? See the mesh, right? The vertical pleating or whatever it is, right? You can see that it's a proper fucking jersey. So, yeah. I was super, super excited about that when we first discovered that. Hey, Kinksy, how you been? Hockey jerseys is just oversized and fit properly over the padding. It's true, but actually it's funny because I was talking to VC with Linny about this. Linny, if you're still here, if I wanted to actually get like an authentic hockey jersey, the cost would be astro-fucking-nomical. Like even a knockoff one would be pretty fucking high. And in a lot of places I would have to do like minimum order things. And yeah, that's just not, no, that's just not a good time. Ridiculous amount of money. I really hope Lenny's still here because I did promise something today. And poet. I seen 70 pounds, not including postage for you. Are you talking for a hockey jersey? And Kinksy, I'm doing pretty well today. The close to the neck has to be very honest. What were you saying there, Mama, about the neck? Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on the chat a little bit here. Best one, hands down. Stop preview. You're talking about the demons. It was me, I need to find pads. Yeah. I was eyeing up Oiler jerseys like $150. Yeah, but that of course being an authentic actual NHL team, right? If I wanted to get blank NHL hockey style jerseys and another yeah, I know. Use them as rugby jerseys. Um, 80 bucks probably. Yeah, probably 80 bucks a piece, give or take. Right? When I was talking to Lenny about it last night, I was ballparking somewhere between 75 and 100 bucks American per unit. And then you would have to do a minimum run. Just trying to upgrade to that's cool. Um, but then you'd have to do a minimum run, right? So you're talking, we'll say 80 bucks times, they would probably want you to do a minimum run of probably 20 or something, right? So that's $1,600, not including anything else. Yeah, somewhere around there. About two for my team now. Yeah. Looks too close to the neck. Well, no, it's a V-neck, right? So it comes down to about here. But I get what you mean, right? Anything that's close to the neck, I have a real problem with. But those are a V-neck. And you got me looking at it more. I don't know. It doesn't look too close to me. Just checking out the pictures. White and gray. Is there a white on the inside of that one? There is not. Okay. Here, actually, let's go back and let's take another look. Okay, this picture here, Mama. Okay, you see the white? That's a t-shirt the guy has underneath. Because the neck on this one starts with the gray. Right? So it's the gray and the black are the neck. But this guy's got a t-shirt on. So this is where the V goes to. As usual, y'all are joining me in the shower. All good? Is this where we start saying kinky shit? Don't make me do that, because one, I don't do ASMR, and two, I am not romantic in any way. Wash that ass, baby. Wash that ass. Anyway, I digress. As I was saying, Mama, the V, yeah, it looks like it comes down pretty good. And I think it would depend on sizing too, right? Dan's gonna want to see it in real life, yeah. And worst to worst, get yourself a bigger size. That's what I always do, but that's me. I always go oversized. Because I hate the feeling of tight, like tight fitting anywhere, and especially around the neck. Right? I hate that. That's why I love my V-neck Squirrel Station shirt. But I did promise that I was gonna dive into a little bit of music showing off today. Toit. Yeah, toit like Toyer. Toit. But you know what, we'll get to that here shortly. Wow! There we go. Hi, thanks, Brain, for playing along today. Anyway. So, as for what I have been doing, it stuff that rides up because it ended up yanking it down all the time and eventually yeeting the thing. Right? Oh, you know, being the cripple that I am now, right? Obviously, I'm packing it on. I'm the heaviest now that I've ever been in my entire life. And I've got t-shirts that I've had to get rid of. And it kills me because there's not a whole lot that I can do about it until we actually get a proper figuring out of what the fuck I even have, right? And then from there we can kind of formulate a better plan. But I mean, it's not like I can go for a walk, you know, which sucks because just before the whole pandemic, I was, you know, going to the gym semi-regularly. And, you know, I was doing good. I was trying to cut her down. Good with things wrapped around my throat, depending on... That's different, Jay. That's different. Not when it's a constant thing from a piece of fabric that you're wearing. Anyway, again, digress. Yeah. Off to the left we went. Um, but wanted to do so bad. Yeah. Right? And I sure as fuck don't want to have to pay the exorbitant prices for memberships to these places, only just to not be able to properly utilize them because your fucking body won't let you. Working in Delhi and needing to wear a tie was a fucking nightmare. Needing to wear a tie is a fucking nightmare. I remember being the manager in the hotel. That was the night manager of the hotel, as well as the manager of the sports bar, the lounge, the VLT lounge, the restaurant, right? Like, and I had it wasn't suit and tie, but it was like nice shirt and tie, right? And yeah, by the end of the fucking day, by the end of the shift, I was chafed right up here, right? And especially like if you had freshly shaved. At the time, I was just sporting a goatee, right? So I didn't have this. But, ugh. I thought they were made for doorknobs, right? Oh yeah, me and Fancy Duds? Oh yeah. You've seen my wedding pictures. Fuck off. Me in a fedora and a suit. I was chafed that night too. Not just in the neck. Ah, giggity. But now, hell no. Work shirt always hurts my neck, yeah. You got the notification. Oh, hey, which reminds me. Boop. Ah! Oh, I was on the wrong tab. Ha! Lucky ties don't bug me that much. I think for me, I think it's limited, right? I could do it for a short period, but if it goes on too long, then it becomes very constricting. But yeah, you get the notification for Lady Z, but not for me. Yeah, that tracks. Fucking Twitch. That's all I gotta say to you. Fucking Twitch. Put a clip on it. Yeah, so did I, actually. I ended up buying myself a clip-on. Now, I do have actual ties, and I do know how to tie a tie. Not super well, but well enough. But yeah, I was living on my clip-on for a while. Fuck, Lips, you want to cooperate today? That'd be great. Tie's fine, collar's fine. Socks, fuck all the way off. See, whereas for me, it's the other way around. I'd prefer to have socks, especially in the winter, because cold feet, no. But that said, if I have socks, I want to have shoes, because I don't want to go getting shit all over the bottom of my socks. Bound to the ladies' ease. Fair enough, Moon. Thanks for hanging. Unless it's cold, that's fair. That is fair. Come on, brain. Cooperate. Oh, right, yeah, I was going to talk about what I was doing recently. Right, I was going to show that thing. Because, you know, I have a trance album coming on Friday. That's not even out yet. And I'm already a bunch of tracks deep into the hardstyle album that's going to follow it. Fuck's sake. Hyperfocus what? Depends on the type of flooring for me. Laminate, wood, tile, and I need socks, carpet, not so much. I agree. No, actually, no, I don't. Because it depends. Because with carpet, right? If it's like your normal lived-in everyday carpet, there's still shit in there.
You need to activate your hyperfocus.
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna touch on that in a second. There's shit that you can feel, right? And for me, that's a big fucking yeah, right? So like, of course, with us having the fucking dogs here, and the going in and out, in and out, they're tracking dirt and fucking. There's hair all over the place, and you know, just. And circulation sucks. Yeah, I can agree with that. But okay, so here, thanks, Angie. That's actually a better segue. So, conversation that I was having last night with Linny. So again, love you, Linny. Linny and Poet. Poet was there too, but it was Linny and I that were talking directly about this. Was about the touching back on the fact that I can't put out as many videos as I used to, right? Because not keeping up to that fucking schedule. So instead, and also with the amount of pain that I'm in all the time, with the chronic pain, I have turned to my all my life fallback, and that's music, obviously, as I'm about to put out my 3rd album of the year. So yeah, obviously you guys know I've been pumping out a pretty good amount of music. And just, we were talking about how, yes, music. Poet was busy enjoying her tea, that is correct, yeah. But yeah, like I said to her last night, the fact that you guys enjoy it so much is that reciprocal incentive for me to make more, right? Because I love doing it for me. I do it for me, obviously. But if people love it, then I'm going to want to share more of it, right? You know how that works. It was the same when I was DJing, right? I would start with the energy, the crowd would get hyped, give the energy back, and it becomes a cyclical thing. So that's how it's been with the music for me, right? I can't pump out the amount of, you know, social media videos that I used to. And it kind of sucks because I enjoy doing it, but I haven't got the energy for it a lot of times. Whereas regardless of how much energy I have, I can sit down, open up FL, and work on a track anytime, right? So, Lenny made me feel really, really good about things that way last night with how excited she was when I showed her what I'm about to show you guys. Whoop. Which is this. You guys have heard some of these. What I did was, because Linny had been kind of away, rule 0, dealing with her own life. She had been away for a while. So what I ended up doing was combining 4 tracks that I have been working on, 2 of which I started on yesterday. Well, one I started yesterday, one I added to yesterday. So these here, I call this musical edging because it is all build up, no drop. So I will admit I'm a dink for that. I will fucking admit it. But it's all the build ups. You guys have heard the first one. This is 4 tracks. Again, the first one is Together as One. I came up with us being your hype squirrels. Yeah. We could talk, Chris. But yeah, the first one, I know, Cruel and Unusual Punishment. The first one is Together as One, which is the one that it's kind of like anthem style is what I was going for. Yeah, musical edging. The second one is Revenge, which is going to be the title track of the album, right? Some of you guys have heard that one. The third one is called Set It Off. And the fourth one is Blue Night Sky. All right, you guys will be able to catch the shift from one to the other. But basically, I just put them all together so that I could show Linny, this is what I have been up to. And also, if you're a patron or a member, you now have access to this. So you can listen to this whenever you like. So, without further ado, let me show you the little compilation that I put together for Lenny, and let you hear a couple of the new ones that I've been working on.
we stand here together, united as one. One tribe. Look at us now. This is our destiny. Stand together. Together as one. Together as one.
I'm the fire in the night, I'm the storm in the wind. I'll unleash my wrath with no time to rescind. There's no holding back, all the power within. Crush all in my path, let the chaos begin. Eyes full of fury, ready to transcend. Rage coursing through and about to ascend. No mercy inside, this is where it all ends. As all turns to ash, I will have my revenge.
Set it up, baby, get the Molotov full clip, 100 shots, rock around the fucking clock. We gon' set it up, baby, get the Molotov full clip, 100 shots, rock around the fucking clock. We don't play games, no, I'm not up for the shoots and ladders. We gotta maintain, our only pin is the truth, don't matter. Right at the dang brain, no recognizing the fool we after. We set at the main vein, sorry but you will go soon be Casper. We gon' set it up, baby, get the Molotov full clip, 100 shots, rock around the fucking clock. We gon' set it up, baby, get the Molotov full clip, 100 shots, rock around the fucking clock.
There's a blue night sky facing down, filled with stars and lifting us up. A golden sky which makes us connect. The stardust is giving you life. Then it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful.
And there you go. Not one drop in there. Poor Jay. Poor Jay. You're a teasing whore. I need some boingy boingies. There was one track that I did not include in there that I have been working on. Hey. Oh, by the way, Sandra, hi, love you. There was one track I did not include in there, obviously. Which, you know, because I'm a teasing little whore. But yeah, that's 4 tracks that I've been working on. But just to help Jay, get the boingy boingy out. This is going to be on the album too. Just wait. Slide whistle, anyone?
Blow that whistle, bitch. Blow it. Blow that whistle, bitch. Fuck it, I'm done.
So yes, of course, that one will be on the album. I may give it a little bit of a touch-up, but yeah, so again, here's me sitting, playing this for you guys, and thinking to myself, the Trance album, this one here, goes live this Friday, and I'm already how many fucking tracks into the next album? Why? Because I'm ridiculous like that. So, yeah, there is that. For sure. Okay. And I did, by the way, like I said at last stream, I did submit this one to the radio station, and I told him that I had forgot to add it to the email. So I sent him this, and then I told him the backstory on it, which was just that, we have a friend that's kind of afraid of robots taking over, as it were. And so I wrote a song about her computer coming to life and falling in love with her. So yeah, I did submit it to the radio station. So hopefully, who knows, maybe next Friday, they'll play one of these. One of the trance tracks on there. Who knows? But the fact that this weekend they once again played Shine For You. I'm still fucking speechless and mind blown over all of that. But anyway, let's get back to here and let's get back to some of this stuff. There we go. Yeah, that's the one they chose, and I think it's because of the energy level of it. If I was to guess, what do you think of that challenge? Jay and I talked about it, and that's pretty fucking. Those sounds are pretty wicked. Those are some pretty wicked sounds. I think that might be a thing. Now, Jay and I would have to talk and a little more in depth about it, but I think it's something that can be done. I just at current time I don't know how realistic on my timetable, but we'll figure it out. Because outside of that, I'm still working on doing the art for the Yesterday music video that I want to do. And we're not speaking at the moment. Okay. I will take your word for it. But yeah, I'm doing the art for the Yesterday video, and I'm doing it comic book style. So that's a lot of that's a lot of work in and of itself. But that's something I'm slowly chipping away at. And I have another track that I'm going to release individually. So there's that. But yeah, music, all of the fucking music. I'm all on it. I'm all for it. I'm all about it. And that musical edging is now available to the patrons and members. So yeah, if you guys want to listen to that and tease the shit out of yourself, power to you. Again, I'm not here to kink shame. Caucasian fellow. Funky. Yeah, well, I mean, you know. Cruel. Yeah, I know. I know. When it's your default to put fucking instead of funky, I get it. I totally get it. Okay, so I can give you the story now. It's music. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I thought you wanted to talk after stream, but knock yourself out. I'm happy to hear it. If you want to share with the class. That one right there. Up. Bam! Push the button. Yeah. Bah. I licked you, Lady Z. Medicated 4 hours. Late. In fact, I have shared it with the class, so I have been playing the live lo-fi for my students, and they are now actively asking me to put it on. Hey, that is awesome. That is awesome, and thank you for the reminder. That's right, the 24/7 lo-fi stream is up and running on my YouTube channel. So there you go. And also, yes, if you're interested in following along for when the album drops this Friday, these are all the links right here. No, that is awesome. I love that I put that up and there are teachers that are using it for students in their class because it helps. That's the whole point of it. It's chill study music to relax to for ADHD brains, right? For neurotypical brains, for anybody, honestly. So yeah, I love that. I totally actively encourage that. If you need just music to sit and chill to relax to, whatever. I'm gonna add probably a shit ton more. Squirrel Daddy chill. Because it's not sleepy like some types of music is. Like classical. Yeah. That's the beauty of lo-fi, right? It's chill, but it's still got a beat, right? And I mean there are a lot of them if you look at the titles that I feel that after they're written it kind of I try and follow a vibe on a lot of them, right? Like try and follow a theme, like oh I don't know the what Cretaceous chill that I did up for Lady Z, right? That one follows. If you follow the story, if you read the titles of it, it actually tells the story of dinosaurs waking up, migrating, and settling into a new place. I bet you didn't fucking know that. I bet nobody noticed that one. I wonder if Lady Z noticed that. But yeah, even with the new one that I put up, which is the road trip one, right? It's just that the songs inspired a driving theme to me, right? Just a chill driving. But yes, that's no Russian answer. You got it. But yeah, maybe lo-fi is easy. So maybe I'll bang on a bunch more. Like Star Trek and Across the Universe. Only going forward because we can't find reverse. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard. Fuck me, I'm old. Thanks, Jay. You bastard. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead. I would play that, but I get a copyright strike for it, so I'm not gonna. Because I actually have a copy of that on my computer somewhere. I used to actually play that at the club. Fuck. As like a terrible transition. Just to get people to like go to the bar, right? I would start like a shooter special or something. And I would play that just to get them to fuck off the dance floor. And then drag them all back in. It's a really good song. No, it's funny as shit. It really is. It totally is. Oh, boy. What a fun song. I can't remember who did that one either. They're just doing a little prep work here. Beauty. What's the title? Star Trekkin'. It's just like Jay had put up here. I'm being bullied. Look at my DMs. Uh-oh. Did a recount of the subs. It looks like I have 2 more to raffle off. Oh, sweet. Cool. Lady Z giving away Christmas beans. I thought that I'd be able to keep awake because my brain couldn't relax, but I'll go to bed before. That's fair. Sandra, you are wonderful. Have yourself an amazing night. Thanks for hanging out and being here. Appreciate and love you. So Lady Z did a recount. Why? Okay, so why are you being bullied into telling me that? Mwah. You got to make that make sense now. You can't tell me that you're being bullied into telling me something and not giving me a reason why. I'm just making shit up at this point. It's a claymation video. There's a lot of different videos that people have done to the music of that, but your timing actually is really good on telling me that too, by the way. Well, fine, don't tell me then. Be that way. You little shit. You're just mad that I licked you. I mean...
phrasing?
Anyway. There you go. Big shout out to Lady Z. Num num num. We're allowed to lick Lady Z. I just did. But she was also right here, so, I mean... What are you gonna do, right? It's my channel, my rules. I'll eat whoever I want if they happen to pop up in front of my face. Whoa. Settle the fuck down there, mouse. Whatever you're doing. Alright. On to that a note. Let's wrap it up. Because my wife's going to be here right away. Well, pretty soon. And yeah, I have a bit of a house to clean and dinner to prep for. So, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you guys back here on Wednesday for another sit down, chit chat, bullshit, and all that good stuff. So in the meantime, drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself. I love you all, and I will see you here on Wednesday. Speaking of Lady Z, let's go say hi because she has to raffle off a couple more stream beans. So if you're interested in those, enter into her little contest. But first, go and blow up her chat with all of the emotes. Let's get in there and just fucking cover her chat in emotes, okay? I will see you guys Wednesday. Take care. Have a great week.